Hello, my name's Ali Paz from the Yoga Home, and welcome to the side body sequence. Let's start right away in child's pose. So, separating the knees, toes together. Sit back into the heels, and then extend the arms in front, and just let the palms relax into the earth. And go ahead and just sway a little bit, side to side, settling your hips into the ground, into the heels. And then take a nice deep breath in and exhale out. And when you exhale, I want you to feel the shoulders soften, the face relax, the skin, the outer body softens, the hips, the knees. Take this moment to really tune into your own body and relax the mind. Whatever kind of energies or sensations are moving, just being aware of that. Allow them to come and go. Nice, consistent, soft breath. And every exhale, you begin to soften your body and your bones even more. Quieting the mind, preparing for our practice. So, as you start to feel this just releasing of your morning and any tension, I want you to bring into your heart center something that you're grateful for. And then set an intention for your practice. So we'll bring the palms together. You can keep your head down, bring the palms to touch, and then bend the elbows so your thumbs are coming behind the back of your skull. You'll feel the chest soften. Breathe into the back body. We'll do our Om here, but it's just a very gentle kind of humming Om. Deep breath in through the nose. Just a nice hum, allowing that frontal plate to soften. And then release the arms as you straighten the elbows and let the head and forehead roll from side to side so you feel this nice release in the frontal plate, softening the back of your cervical spine and neck. Good. And then next inhale, I want you to stretch your arms out as much as you can. Really feel the intercostal muscles between the ribcage lengthen and stretch, and then bring both arms all the way over to the right side as you just walk with your palms. Stretching out through the left arm. Good, so left side body, you'll really feel that. Breathing into it, softening through the chest. Good, and then next inhale, walk all the way over to the other side. Rooting the palms into the earth, softening through the side body. Good, and then inhale, let's come all the way back to center. So the palms are about shoulder distance, fingers are spread. Start to lift your hips off your heels, bring the knees below the hips. Nice cat-cow movement through the spine as the tailbone lifts, lower belly, heart opens, looking up, inhale. Exhale, navel center draws in. Root through the palms around the shoulders. Let the head relax. Inhale, moving through the spine, belly lowers. And exhale. And just feel what's going on in the spine, in the chest. Maybe even through the hips. As you cycle through these a few more rounds, Good, and we'll come right back to center neutral cat. Bring the left palm to root down into the earth, lined up with the left knee, and the right leg is going to come all the way out to the side as you start to open your chest. Okay, right arm goes all the way towards the ceiling and feeling the side body from here. So as you balance on that left hand and left knee, start to pick up your right leg. Press through the right heel, feel the length in the side, reach the fingertips to the sky, stack bone upon joint through the left arm. Breathing, lengthen your spine. Breathe in and exhale. The right knee lowers down as the right arm comes all the way underneath the left arm. And just gently bringing the right shoulder to the ground as you twist through the mid-spine, spiraling open the heart. And breathing into that twist. Good. Inhale to come back out. Now the other hand comes down. Right palm, right knee. And then the left leg extends back behind you, opening up your chest. Left arm to the sky. Breathing into it. Find your balance. Find your breath. Steady your gaze and then start to lift the left leg off of the ground, pressing through the left heel. Feeling the side body lines, which I didn't explain much of the Sattva side body lines, but there's an inside and outside line that comes from the thumb to the big toe and pinky to pinky. So if you know those, connect with those lines. Let's start to bring the left knee down, left arm under the right, resting onto the shoulder, the side of the head. Finding that nice twist. Steady the breath. Good. And then slowly come out. Find your downward facing dog as you press your toes in, lift your hips to the sky. And then just pedal the feet as you walk in one spot, bending the left knee and the right knee. Start to move the joints and the ankles, the knees. Eventually find this nice static position. I shouldn't say static because nothing's ever static, but slowing it down and rooting down the heels, picking up the toes, spreading them, root down through the big toe mounds. And now I want you to connect with those side body lines from the inside and the outside. So thumb to big toe, pinky to pinky. Feeling the length. Relaxing any tension in the neck. Good. One more breath here. And exhale as we gaze towards the top of the mat. Step both feet so the toes are touching, heels are a little bit apart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. And then inhale to come all the way up. Reach the arms towards the sky. Exhale, release the arms down. Okay, so we'll cycle through a few different sun salutations, traditional and variation. So Siddha Namaskar A, but side body awareness. So let's reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, just go to the right. So you're kind of bananing to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, moving all the way to the left, pushing the hips to the right. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lifting. And step both feet back. Plank position. Exhale, lower. So I'm going to do the modified. Those that know Chaturanga can go to Chaturanga. Knees lower, elbows bend. Come to your belly. Point the toes strong in the legs. Cobra or upward facing dog if you're warm. Lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. So I'll do the first one modified and then I'll go into just regular. Breathing in downward facing dog. Nice steady breath. Press through the palms, feel those arms straightening, sending the thigh bones back. Connecting to the side body lines. One more breath. Good. Gazing forward, stepping both feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold forward, exhale. Coming all the way up with the arms, reaching. And exhale, back to Samastitihi. Okay, again, inhale, same thing. Exhale, go all the way to the side, to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Good, inhale, back to center. Exhale, folding forward. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, step both feet, Chaturanga Dandasana, bend the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra if it suits you today. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathing steady into this. Nice soft focus. Put energy into the feet as you lift the arches, Parabandha, and allow that energy to go up through the legs. Good, finding a nice external rotation through the upper arm bones. Find that space in the arms and the neck. One more breath. Exhale, gazing forward, step both feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhaling to come all the way up. And exhale, release the arms. Okay, Surya Namaskar B, bending the knees, Utkatasana, look up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step. And we'll take this one slow, okay? Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips back. Right foot steps to come into your warrior one. Bend the right knee into a nice lunge. Left heel roots down. Let's reach the arms all the way up towards the sky. Take a breath in. And exhale, hands come down, step and lower, all in one breath if you can. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips back. Good, other side, left foot steps. Warrior one, reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands down, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, breathing here. Feeling the little bit of rooting through the index finger knuckles as you really root down through both feet and hands and feel that length through the rib cage, through the spine, and release any tension in the back of the neck. Good, one more breath in. Exhale, gaze towards the front, stepping both feet. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bending the knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. And exhale, Samastitihi. Woo! Okay, let's continue the variation of sun salutation. So we'll bring our arms up, bringing the right hand around the left wrist. Inhale, lengthen the left side. Exhale, going to the right. Feeling strong in the legs. Reaching out, open the chest. Good, inhale. Back to center. Switching sides. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhaling, half lift. Exhale, step. Remember, if you need to lower down to your knees, please go down that way, bending the elbows slowly, and I'll just show you here. Point the toes, strong legs. Inhale. Lift the chest, cobra or up dog, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, hips back. Okay. So for the variation here, the right foot just steps forward to a low lunge. Top of the left foot presses. Reaching the arms up. So the knee is gently down on the ground, maybe padded if necessary. Arms are reaching. Peeling the side body. I want you to continue pressing through the feet and the legs to create support for the upper body to really expand. Good. Feeling that left hip flexor open. One more breath. And exhale, twisting to the right. So the left hand goes on the outside of the right leg. Right hand to the right waist and lengthen. As you breathe in, find space. And then as you exhale, feel the twist. Let the shoulders soften. Stay tuned, stay here, stay with your practice, stay with your breath. Whatever distractions are coming around you in your house, just bring it into your practice, work with it. And then exhale, coming back. So let's just step that left foot up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half again, and then right foot steps back now. Top of the right foot presses. Good. Pressing through all four corners of the feet on that left front leg. Inhale, reach the arms up. Breathing here. And if you know any of your bandhas, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, and if those words are just kind of crazy sounding to you, just draw the navel center in and up and lift your pelvic floor to feel this nice container of support. One more breath in as you reach through the crown. Exhale, lower your hands down to twist to the left. Opening up through your shoulder. Good. Exhale. Hands come down. Step back. Find your downward facing dog. Feel free to do Vinyasa in between these, if that's in your practice today. And breathing. Nice steady breath, steady gaze. Keep your focus. Good. One more breath here. Exhale to gaze forward, step or hop both feet. Inhale, half lift. Folding, exhale. And coming all the way up, reach the arms. And exhale, Samastitihi. Okay, so now we continue with Surya Namaskara B variation. Bend the knees, Utkatasana. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhaling to fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Now we're just stepping the left leg back to a high lunge. So get into a nice lunge. Bend the front knee so it's stacked above the ankle. Keep the hips and shoulders squared and then reach the arms up towards the sky. Good. So if you feel like you're imbalanced today and you're a little shaky, bring that front foot just a little to the edge of the outer, like if it's your right foot forward, bring it to the right just a little bit. Create a bit more balance there. So reaching up through the arms. One more breath here. Exhale, fold, and left hand comes down on the inside of the right foot as you twist to the right. So your right arm goes up towards the sky. Keep that back leg nice and engaged. And spread the toes in the front, rooting through all four corners. Find one point of focus. Soften the breath. Good. One more breath here. Exhale. Bring the hand down. Come either to a downward facing dog or Vinyasa. If your shoulders are sore, just cut the Vinyasa out. Okay, so other side, left foot steps up. Find your high lunge. So get into a nice lunge. The knee should be above the ankle. No further. Reach the arms up towards the sky. Put energy into the legs and the feet. Breathing, find one point of focus. One more breath in. Exhale, right hand comes down on the inside of that left foot. And then start to twist to the left. Maybe the left arm's coming up. If your shoulder is sore at all and you just don't have the range of motion today, bring the left hand to the waist. Okay, and just rolling the shoulder open, spiraling through the mid-spine. Finding one nice gazing point. One more breath in. And exhale, hand comes down. Step back, chaturanga, or just to down dog. Exhale, inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, breathing here. Anytime you need to take a little break, lower to your knees, come into child's pose. Just breathe into it. Good, let's gaze forward. Step or hop both feet. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, folding forward. Bending the knees. Utkatasana, inhale. And exhale. Samasthiti. Let's step the right foot out to the right. So the feet are parallel and longer than a leg's distance, because you're going to be going into a nice lunge. So the left foot, where the top of the mat is at a 90 degrees. The right toes turn towards the back of the mat. The right knee bends so that it's above the ankle. Virabhadrasana B, 2. Warrior 2, arms reach up. Have a nice length in your spine so it's lined up to the pelvis. So if you have tight hips, yeah, you'll feel it through here. Just continue pressing your right knee towards that pinky edge of the foot to start to really externally rotate that front thigh. Okay, and then find one gazing point, connect to your side body lines. Breathing. So technically in sattva practices, we hold the postures a lot longer than a vinyasa flow. However, this is a little bit of shorter practice, so we might not hold it as long, but one more breath here. And then straighten the front leg. So both legs should be straight now. Left hand comes to the back of the leg. Right palm flips towards the sky. Viparita Trikonasana, reversing a triangle pose as you reach the arm up. Feeling nice and grounded through the legs. So you can really feel that right side opening, front of the chest. One more breath. Good, exhale, the right knee starts to bend. So keep in this nice lunge, because side angle pose, right arm to right leg, and then your left arm reaches all the way out. So nice long line, a diagonal line with that left hand to the left foot, okay? So you'll feel this nice long line. Now if you want to go a bit deeper, you can come down onto the ground, or use your block if you like, but otherwise stay lifted in the chest without collapsing your head and neck and bringing your shoulders to your ears. One point of focus, really reach through that left foot, engaging that left leg, breathing. One more breath. Good, pressing through the feet. Inhale, let's come all the way up. Turn the right toes. So the back toes now, our foot is 90 degrees. Left toes turn open. Virabhadrasana B on the other side, left knee bends. Okay, so you're moving that knee towards the pinky edge side of the foot. Continuing to have strength through the arms, but let the energy flow. So in yoga, we call this sthira and sukha, steadiness and ease. Allow yourself to be engaged, but feel no tension. There's energy moving through the body. Continue engaging this back leg. One point of focus, one more breath here. Good, and then straightening the left leg. Right hand goes down the back of the leg, left palm to the sky. Reach up and back. Nice, breathing here, reaching, one more breath. And exhale, left knee bends to side angle pose. Uttita Parsvottanasana, right leg roots down, right arm just lengthens. So really feel that opening in the humerus bone, which is the upper arm bone, and start to just roll it open a little. It externally rotates. So check and see if your right hand is actually facing towards the ground. Now, if you need to go a little bit deeper, feel it out. Just make sure that knee is not going way off on the inside or way beyond the ankle. Breathing here. I don't usually do the practice while I teach. When I teach, I walk around, I adjust. So I'm a little bit like, talking and breathing, and this is good. One more breath here. Inhale, let's press through the feet, come all the way up, and then bring both feet in. So I would just, if you're really wide with your stance, maybe come in a little tiny bit. Prasarita A, inhale, arms reach to the side. Exhale, hands to the waist. Let's lift the chest, inhale. Exhale to fold forward. Hands come down to the ground or a block. Okay, so you want to be a little bit of weight into the toes and the heels. But more so the toes, because most people do hang out a lot in the heels here. So let's walk the hands down. If you're really low, if you're only halfway and you're using a block, I want you to just really extend through the spine and reach through the crown and draw those shoulders blades down the back. Okay? But if you are really open, walk those hands. Eventually the arms are in chaturanga arms if you're super deep here. Engage through the legs, spread the toes. Breathe. Connect. Connect to why you came to your mat today. Bring yourself back to your intention. Good. Inhale, just halfway lifting. Bring your left palm in towards the center. Okay, so you want to be able to look down to your knuckles and you're nice and lined up there and you're not way back in the heels. Right hand comes to the waist. Keep the hips nice and leveled. Press through that left palm so you're stacking bone upon joint, and then start to lengthen through the spine as you breathe. And exhale, spiraling through the rib cage and the thoracic, opening up that right shoulder. Eventually, maybe the right arm comes to the sky, but don't compromise your structure for that rotation, just for the arm to be up. Okay, if the shoulder is sore, bring the hand back down. Breathing into the twist. Good, exhale. Right palm down. Lengthen. Exhale, left hand to the waist. Start to roll the left shoulder open. Energy through the feet. Come onto the toes a little bit. And start to rotate. Good. So this shoulder is a little stuck for me, so I'm just going to be mindful of that and just work with the energy through the mid-spine. Good. One more breath. Exhale. Hands come down. So now this is where you may want to bring your blocks into the practice. Okay, and I'm going to grab mine just for the demo. So the blocks would go, you're just going to move towards the back of your mat and place, and I'll show you profile. You're basically placing the blocks just on top of the right toes, so they line up to the top of the toes. Okay, they should be about shoulder distance so that you can really feel the stacking of wrists, elbows, shoulders. So Parsvottanasana, the stance is a little less than your legs distance, maybe less than triangle a bit. Right hip is starting to go back, right thigh bone is engaging, and then the left hip comes forward without sinking. So I want you to pick up all your toes and feel that energy through the toes and the feet and the arches, and then that goes up through the legs. Lengthen the spine, find your side body lines, reaching out through the crown, breathing here. The structure is really important to feel the sensations while we go into the next pose. So we're kind of prepping for the next posture. Okay, so Ardha Chandrasana, which is our revolved half moon. I want you to bend the front knee, transfer weight to the right leg. Left block just goes up a little bit. The right hand comes to the right waist. Now, those of you that need both blocks and want to use both blocks, you can do that. Left leg starts to lift back and extend behind you. and pressing through the left heel like you're standing or pressing into a wall. Okay? And then lengthen through the spine. Inhale. Exhale, start to rotate and twist through that mid-spine, spiraling open the rib cage. Keep the leg, standing leg nice and strong. Same with the back leg. And eventually maybe the arm comes up. I like to keep my hand on my waist because then I get more of a structure in the bottom leg and I don't lose that. And I'm still getting a bit of a twist by using my breath and my core instead of just rotating with the arms. Keep pressing through the left heel. One more breath. And exhale. As you step down, have both hands on the block. Just step back again where you land, where you started. Come all the way around with your blocks. Face the front of the mat. Turn your toes so that's appropriate, especially the back foot, because you want to get that right hip around towards the front. Left hip comes back. Okay, lining the blocks up. As you press into the blocks, find your wrists, elbows, and shoulders nice and lined up. Pick up all your toes, spread them. Lift the arches so the energy comes up through the inner thighs. Bringing that left thigh bone back and the right hip forward a bit. Reach out through the side body so you feel the skin of the rib cage even stretching out, lengthening. Steady breath. Good. One more breath here. Nice. So bending the left knee, the front knee. Transfer weight into that front leg as the right hand just moves the block up a little bit. The left hand comes to the waist. And then eventually the right leg lifts back. So press through both heels. Really feel that length. Now you're leveling out the hips. Sometimes the tendency is for this right hip to ride all the way up or sink way down. Okay, so we want to have that nice and leveled, especially when you twist. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, start to twist to the left, opening up the left shoulder. Don't compromise the level of the hips. Breathing. See, I don't even have to see you guys to know what's going on because I know the tendencies of these postures and what people kind of drop into. Keep lengthening. Good. Exhale. Release just the foot right beside the other foot and shake it out. Take a nice deep forward fold. And then slowly coming up. You can place your blocks. Actually, the next posture you may need the block. So place it to the right, just lined up to the right pinky toes for eventually our half moon. Okay, so come up to standing. You're in Tadasana, relax the shoulders. Hands come behind the back, interlace the fingers, lift the chest. Good, and then exhale, start to fold, hinging from the hips. And transfer weight into your right leg as the left leg moves back. So we're moving into Warrior 3, but a variation with the chest open. So left leg starts to lift back. You're tilting. So eventually your torso is nice and parallel to the ground. Reaching out, keeping that steady breath and gaze going. Left hip is nice and leveled to the right hip. Maybe the hand that's interlaced hands are maybe moving off the lower back towards the sky. Keep pressing through the heels. One more breath here, and we'll move into Ardha Chandrasana. The right hand lowers down to the block or the ground. Okay, and then the left hand is on the waist. Let's start to open up now our chest to the left side of the room. Press through the left heel, that top leg. Breathing. Maybe that left arm is going to the sky. Good. One more breath. Stay strong. And exhale. Whew. Release that down. Shake out the standing leg because I'm sure it's a little bit tight. And then slowly coming back up. Okay. So if you're having problems with this posture, just take both your blocks, this is modification, and just go gently with lifting the back leg, okay? There's always a way to do it. so that you don't strain yourself. Let's go into warrior three on the other side, hands behind the back. Lift the chest, inhale. Transfer weight to the left leg. Start to tilt and fold. Right leg comes all the way back. Find one point of focus. Stay steady with your gaze and your focus, breathing. Good, keep pressing through the heel, leveling out through the hips. Hands are moving away a little bit from the lower back. Nice, one more breath. And then soften the left knee just a little. And bring the right leg down to set up the left side. So left hand comes down to the block or the ground for your half moon. Okay, so the right leg is lifted again, opening up a little bit. So I want you to press through the right heel and feel the length in your front hip, the left hip flexor. As you feel space on that left side of the rib cage, so don't let the rib cage crunch into the hip. Really lengthen out that left side. Right arm comes towards the sky, maybe changing the gaze, if you're brave. Breathing. The left leg, glutes and quads are active. Breathing, one more breath. And exhale. Whew. You can feel that one. Okay, shake it out, bending the left knee and right knee, folding forward. Let the head relax. Okay, so you won't be using your hands here unless you totally need them. So you're bending the knees, both knees, almost like you're going to sit into a little squat, but try to bring your arms up and then open the knees a little bit so your belly can come in the legs and slowly sit down onto your sit bones. Bring your feet up, bring your knees up. Shoulders back, chest lifting, Navasana, boat pose. Arms are just to the side. The variation for this and modification is just lowering the feet down, hands are behind the legs, shoulders are back, chest is open. Okay, breathing here. Hands come into Namaste, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, and we'll be twisting here. Stay tall with the spine. Twist for 10, 9, 8, 7. Spread the toes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Inhale, Ardha Chandrasana. So let's bring the soles of the feet together. Press through the heels. Open up the balls of the feet and let the knees soften. So let's inhale, nice and tall. Exhale to fold. Good, continue, inhale and exhale. And then just soften the inner thighs here. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Nice calm breath. Continue bringing your shoulders back and heart forward. We'll take one more breath here. Exhale. Let's straighten the left leg out. Right knee is bent towards the sky. Sole of the right foot is into the earth. The right hand just comes behind your back. Left hand or elbow is around the right leg. So let's lift up. We'll twist here. Lengthen through the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Start to twist around. Find one gazing point, either the tip of your nose or just beyond the shoulders. And continue lengthening and strengthening that left leg. So you're pressing through the left heel. Sitting nice and tall. And notice how you're twisting around. Are you initiating the twist with your breath and your core, or are you pressing into your elbow? There might be a bit of both. Good, inhale. And exhale. Come back to center, straighten the right leg, bend the left knee, sole of the left foot on the ground. Twist around to the left, bring your left hand to prop up, right palm on the outside of that leg, and then the right elbow or palm, you can stay. Lengthen, inhale. Exhale, twisting. Keep pressing through that right heel. Find one point of focus. Stay here with your mind. The thoughts will come and go. You'll get distracted, but stay with that breath. We're just training the mind to be present by using the breath and the body for this nice bridge of communication and connection. Good, inhale. And exhale, come back to center. So left leg stays straight, Parsvottanasana, Janushrasana. You're gonna bend the right knee. Now I'll show you two different ways because you might have knee injuries. So if your knees are sensitive today, just bring your sole of the foot on the inside of the left leg. If you wanna feel a bit more open, bend that foot behind you. Maybe point the toe into the earth. Okay, slide the left hand down the left leg. And you might come down to your elbow into the inner leg, and that's good. If you're just up here, that's fine too. So just go where you're at. Lengthen, open the chest and heart to the right, and then the right arm comes up and over. And perhaps today you could be touching your foot, but that's not important. Just, I really want you to feel length through both side body. And really not collapsing in the chest or the throat center at all. So if you feel the collapsing and you have a hard time breathing, come out of it and readjust. Good, one more breath. Rise up as you inhale, exhale. And let's switch slowly, bringing that right foot forward, strengthen out through the leg, left foot comes back. Good. Right hand slides down the right leg. Let's open up the chest. Left arm comes up and over. Breathing into the side body, open the heart. Good, one more breath. And exhale, come all the way back. Stretch it out. So I'm going to do a vinyasa here. You can join me or come just into a downward facing dog. Okay, vinyasa just means you're stepping back, coming into your chaturanga, lowering. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Okay, so come to low plank. Lower down to your knees, come to your elbows. Palms are separated, so they're about shoulder distance and rooting into the earth. Now this is the modified with the knees down, okay? Toes are tucked. And then full pose, your knees are lifted. Your hips aren't super high or sinking deep low. It's just, you're nice and connected in the core. So I want you to really press into the palms and the forearms and the shoulders or the elbows so you can feel this protraction and rounding a little bit in the shoulders. Keep breathing, drawing that navel center in. Strengthen up through the legs. Nice long neck, no drooping heads. One more breath. Good, exhale. Lower to your belly. Sphynx pose. Point the toes, feel the tops of the feet. The elbows are still in the earth. Press the palms, lift the heart center. Stretch out the front body. You can look up if you want an extra little length. Exhale, look down, stretching the back of the neck. Good. So look at your left hand. You're going to pivot on your left elbow so the hand comes towards the body. And then the right hand just moves to the side for a second. Right knee bends. You're holding on with your right hand, the top of the right foot. Whatever you can reach. If you're not reaching it today, come back to Sphynx Pose. Back to the center. Okay, so this right heel comes down towards the outer right hip as you root the hips into the earth and then root that left palm and forearm down. So the left elbow should be relatively below the shoulder. Okay, nice and stacked. Lift the heart. We're just prepping these quadriceps for our back bends. Continue the breath. Good, one more, inhale. Exhale. Switching sides, right elbow down. Nice and stacked, left knee bends. Lengthening and lifting. Keep rooting those hips down and lifting the chest. So eventually the shoulders are squared off. Good, one more breath. Exhale, release that leg. Have the hands beside the chest. Press all the way up into your child's pose, but it's a different child's pose, just like at the beginning where our hands were in namaste and we're bending at the elbows. We want to access the triceps, basically. So palms are together, elbows are bent. Thumbs are going behind the head. Knees are about hip distance. We're settling into the heels with our hips. And then feeling the side body. Let's relax the chest. Okay, so when we move into our back body and we do our back bends, we're only going to do 2. I'll show you a modified at the beginning, and then I'll go into the full pose for those that want to try full pose. If you're not doing full, do 2 modified. Okay, so let's slowly move on the next inhale. Coming to our seat, laying down onto our back. Okay, so the feet are hip distance, knees are bent. Bring the heels close to the sit bones, root the palms into the earth. Lengthen the back of your neck, soften the sacrum, SI joint, tailbone, hips, just for a second. And then slowly put energy into the feet, into the earth, and start to lift your hips up, engaging the inner thighs, and really externally rotating those upper arm bones, getting them underneath to interlace the fingers behind the back. Okay, lengthen the back of your neck and keep pressing the feet in as the hips go to the sky. Now, you may not be here with the arms behind the back, and that's okay. And if you're really warm and you want to do full pose, this is your practice. If you're aware of it and you've done it before, go for it. Good, and then exhale as the hips slowly lower. Take a deep breath in and out there. And then our last back bend. Full pose, you're just bringing the hands by the ears and coming to the top of your head first. Now, if you've never practiced this, I'd advise you to probably just do the modified until you're in front of a teacher and you have support. And let's just press onto the top of our head if you're going into full pose. Let those shoulders externally rotate, so you have to bring the elbows towards each other, root through the palms, and then press straight up. Breathing, steady breath, steady gaze. Let the inner thighs do a little spiraling inwards. Good, one more breath. Exhale, tuck the chin, bend the elbows, slowly lower onto your back. Straighten both arms and both legs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Let the back settle. Tune into your heart. Good. And just let the tissues adapt to this new space that was provided. Really feel all sensations. Now we just have a few more postures to go. If you have to leave for any reason, just hang out here in Shavasana for a few minutes. This is just our neutral. We have a few more postures to go before Shavasana. So if you're continuing with me, great. Bend the knees. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Arms are at T position. You're going to shift your hips a little bit to the left and then bring the knees to the right, but they're not going into the ground. This is a core posture, so it's not a nice relaxing stretch. So the knees are over to the right and the feet are lifting. Heels are towards the sit bones. Now what you're doing here is shortening that left side, and the bottom, which should be the right side, is lengthening. Okay, so you feel a little bit of engagement on the left obliques and a length on the right. Relax both shoulder blades into the earth. Keep the knees and feet lifted. You got this. Keep breathing. Neck is nice and centered. Maybe looking up at the ceiling. Okay, one more breath. And exhale, come back to center. Shift the hips a little bit to the right. Bring the knees to the chest and over to the left. Keep the feet stacked and lifted. Shoulder blades are relaxed into the earth. Now we're shortening and engaging the right obliques and lengthening a little bit the left, if that makes sense to you. Nice steady breath. Good. Back to center. Now shift the hips to the left, knees to the right, all the way to the ground. Now let's relax into it. Maybe look to your left. Find a nice relaxing twist. Breathe into the side body and the lower back. Good. One more breath. Exhale, knees come back up. Shift the hips to the right. Knees come towards the chest and to the left. Relaxing the shoulders. Breathe into the side body. Soften the eyes, the tongue and the jaw. Good. One more breath. And exhale as we come all the way back. Okay, so hands come behind the legs. You'll just roll and rock along your spine so you can come all the way up to seated, stretching the legs out in front for forward bend. So I'm going to show you with the strap if you have a strap and in case you want to use it for extra length. So you're just wrapping the strap around your feet. Those that come into Parsvottanasana can hook around the big toes or the edges of the feet. Strong through the legs, sit bones back, pelvis tilts a little bit, lengthen through the spine. Inhale. Exhale, shoulders move away from the ears, down the back, elbows bend. So find this nice opening through the chest. Okay, strong through the quadriceps. And breathe into it. Feel the back body awareness and opening. Maybe the thighs are a little bit spiraling inwards. Feel that opening there. Nice decompression for the back after the back bend. Good. One more breath here. Inhale, exhale. Okay, so those that want to do a vinyasa, feel free to vinyasa it out. And those that aren't, you can follow me. Just hips come forward towards the mat, laying onto your spine, extending the legs up towards the ceiling. So this would be the modified for shoulder stand. Shoulder stand is very touchy with people's necks, and if you're in full flow of your menstruation, I would just hang out here if you've never done it before, because the neck is very vulnerable. I don't want you moving your neck around. Those that know shoulder stand, please go into it right away as I'm talking the modified here. So feet are up towards the sky, and you can even put a block behind your back, but I would just hang out here. And if you're going into full, of course I have to, pee. But I'm going to try it and see how my bladder feels here. Okay, so you want to walk your elbows in towards the midline and eventually get your hips forward as you walk your hands up your rib cage. Breathing here, lengthening the back of the neck. Feet reaching towards the sky. This is a great one for 5th chakra. If you feel blocked in your expression, speaking truth or communication. Good, one more breath. Exhale, plow pose. Halasana, feet come behind the head towards the ground, interlacing the fingers behind the back. Hips come forward. Breathing. Any weird tension, come out right away. Good, and then slowly have the hands into the earth. Keep the thighs close to the chest. Use your core and slowly roll down. Come into neutral first, just laying into like a Shavasana, and then we'll come into our fish pose, okay, just to counter that. And I'll give you a modified for fish. Those that know fish, you can come into it right away, but just settle the back for a second, breathing in and out. And then bring the legs together. Now for modified, you can just come up with the chest open or down to your elbows, okay? Lift the heart, shoulders back, or head back, throat open, breathing. Maybe the head's coming down. Good, and then relaxing onto your back body. Resting. Letting the head roll from side to side. Now, if you need to do any posture to kind of close your practice before Shavasana, please do. Sometimes we do thread the needle or happy baby, but we'll just rest onto our back. Going right into Shavasana.